Hello guys, and welcome to the Mobile Online Rumble Grand Finals, and today we have Team AKKE versus Team Limit. These both teams are literally the best two teams in this tournament, and they've beaten up every team on their way. Each team lost to them in best of one, so they proved to be literally the best two teams on this tournament. And I don't even need to introduce you these players because you already know them. You know Maku, you know Kuru, you know Vai, you know Tobi, you know Nandayo, and you know the Team Limit members as well. You know Mio, you know Stonix, you know Q. They are literally the strongest players here, and they won almost every their game in 10 minutes. They only had problems with winning a game few times, and it was like 20-minute game. I guess one time I was guessing a 20-minute game, but here they are. They started their draft, and Team Limit started by banning Sicilian. It's a really interesting draft because I've never seen them banning Sicilian on this tournament, while Team AKKE banning Louis, another ban that almost never occurred on this tournament. And now they think Louis is worse ban because the team is strong, the enemy is strong, and now they draft like they gonna play a real 5 versus 5, and Louis is the mage that shines in a 5 versus 5. And Sicilian is just another late game mage that can deal too much damage, and they won some games only because Sicilian was dealing so much damage that they ended in 10 minutes. Another ban from Team Limit coming, and it's Hayabusa. Probably because Maku showed himself as a great assassin player, a great Haya player, and they see they can draft for a marksman right now, so they start banning assassins. The next ban maybe should be something like, I don't know, Joy, and the first pick Harris or Granger maybe. So while Team AKKE should ban something like Matilda probably, or Bedang. They should ban some utility heroes, so they can take the last standing utility hero, the last hero that's left. Probably something like Phovis, but nope, okay. They ban Phovis, so probably they're gonna pick Bedang. They're gonna give someone marksman like Harris or Granger, and then they're gonna get Bedang or Matilda or some other tank. I don't know, it can even be Glue, because Glue is ultra OP right now. He was revamped. And we all know that Glue on X-Plane is right now just too OP. 10 key can stun in 1 second. Like, you can't compare him to him old self. He's literally much stronger right now. And we see a ban on Harris right now. So it's like a trap for them. Because if Team AKKE gonna ban right now Granger, they're not gonna let them pick marksman, but they're gonna give something like Bedang or Matilda. So they don't want to do that, so probably it's gonna be ban on some assassin like Suyu, to not let them first pick Suyu. Damn, I'm so good at prediction draft, guys, that's insane. And probably just a Granger pick from Team Limit right now. That's why some people ban Harris to trap into picking Granger. And they're gonna start draft with Granger and later pick something like Zuxin, Matilda, Bedang, like 3 heroes open, you can't pick 3 at the same time. So at least 1 hero will be left. Then you can ban some junglers that can team play with Matilda. That's why it's hard to first pick Matilda, because enemies can take or ban junglers that are good with Matilda. And it's like all up to Team Limit right now. What they gonna draft for? I want to tell you guys that that's gonna be probably a long draft, because that's best of 1 grand final. You can't make a mistake, you should consider your draft really in a careful way. And here is Zuxin pick. Like, I know that Mio is really good Zuxin, he was training Zuxin a lot, he was picking Zuxin a lot on this tournament. And they start with a strong mid lane. They don't care about Granger right now, they want to secure a good mid lane and a good jungle. Still Joy open, still Matilda open. Matilda with Zuxin and with some fighter are just a great explosive mid lane, just to dominate whole map early and mid game. And we can see Bedang from Team AKKE right now. With Bedang, you should pick some other tanky hero for your team. It may be like, I don't know, it may be Hylos, it may be Gatot-Kacha, some sustain heroes that can keep the fight. And Fanny pick from Team AKKE. As I told you, it's not Mako is really like confident in his assassins. He was always picking something like Hayabusa, Joy or Fanny. All the time he was doing a great job outplaying enemies. So right now we see Fanny pick, and there is not really much heroes that can counter her. There is still Cho open, there is still Joehead open, but that's not a problem. You can still pick some Hylos and AKKE and not let Cho ultimate at all. So what's gonna Team Limit do about it? Are they gonna bet on having Cho and CCing that Fanny? Or they gonna forget about it and pick something else, and they want Grok. Like that's the second game I cast. Grok is rated like S tier roam because of his wall and his ultimate. I don't really know why, because he's really easy to counter and his combo with Flicker and ultimate has a really long cooldown, like at least 100 seconds, even if you take Pull Yourself Together emblem. But yeah, it's just about dominating mid lane. You have Zuxin, you have Grog, you clear mid wave or zone out enemy with your wall at start of the game and Zuxin poke with her first kill. And then you can do whatever you want in early game. You will certainly take all turtles, you will certainly do whatever you want, and you will rotate faster than enemy, thus you will gank lanes faster. So that's why they rate Grog so high as a roam. And here is Valentina pick. Quite questionable pick for me, because yeah, what you can do right now, you can take Grok ultimate. Is it so useful? You will still be zoned out if you are without second skill on a mid lane. Even if you take your second skill, you'll still be zoned out. It's gonna be really hard to take some mid waves, especially if it's Bedank roam. You need some strong poke hero to destroy that Grok. Something like, I don't know, Xavier, probably Eve, because Grok is really vulnerable to magic damage, and yeah, you need to somehow counter him. And here come bans. There are still two assassins open, right? Joy? No, only one assassin. Joy is open. And they ban CC. They ban sustain heroes. Everyone bans sustain heroes. No one cares about junglers, but probably last ban from Team Egg gonna be something like Joy. Do they really want to let Joy open in this draft? Because early game is already secured by Zuxin and Grok, so now you can pick Joy and feel free to farm whatever you want and destroy enemy in late game. And sometimes it's really hard to stun Joy, even if you have Bedank. You still need to try hard with that Flicker and ultimate, and if Joy will stuck her ultimate, she will escape easily anyway. And you can really see that they think about their bans for like a lot of time, like 15 seconds. They're really opening their notebooks, watching what they want to ban, what they want to pick, what hero counters another hero. They really care about the game, because it's like grand finals, best of one. You never seen that before, because usually grand finals are something like best of 7, right? And there is a Hanzo ban. Another questionable ban. I was playing Valentina versus Hanzo, and it's really hard. Hanzo can find you anywhere almost if you use your dashes. But still, Joy looks more like a threat if you choose between Hanzo and Joy. But whatever, I think probably Team Limit gonna focus right now on banning sustain heroes, so probably AKKE. Is it the only meta hero left that can sustain? AKKE or Glue? But yeah, I forgot, probably Glue is not allowed on this tournament right now, because yeah, it was only like 5 days or even less after revamp. That's why we don't see Kimis, that's why we don't see Glue right now. And yeah, it's AKKE ban. Just like forget about revamped heroes, okay? AKKE ban is good here because they can't pick Glue. Still Matilda open, so probably Team Limit betting on having Fighter and Matilda, but there is a Grok roll. Yeah, they can't pick Matilda right now. Here is a Moscow pick, leaving their Rome for last pick. Team Egg always does this when they are second pick, they always let Rome last pick. They counter with Rome enemy draft. Last time I remember they countered Tigreal with AKKE, or they picked Grok. I remember that was like quarter-final game. They picked Grok, and he was really well in that game. And here we have Nolan. Why no one picking Joy? What happened to Joy? Like, it's literally easy to play Joy. Why Nolan? You already secured early game. Why would you pick Nolan? But okay, I don't think Nolan is really bad. I think Nolan is fine. By the way, Hilda is open. No one is banning or picking Hilda while it's the most annoying sustain hero ever. You can't kill her on X-Plane, and it's really hard to kill her in fight. She's healing a lot, she's running fast. Another OP hero here, no one cares about him. I guess if we were on a pro scene right now, Hilda would be in ban for like 10 minutes. It's gonna be a first, second ban, Hilda. Pro players don't care so much about AKKE or Hylos, they care more about Hilda. They can ban like Gato and leave Hylos open, but then ban Hilda as well. And yeah, I guess Team AKKE right now needs something sustainable, not Matilda. Like, you have 0 front lane, you have Initiator, but you have 0 front lane. It's gonna be really hard to deal damage for Moscow when like enemies have four aggressive heroes and you have Matilda. No one can even jump with Matilda, only Bedank, but Bedank can stun everyone. Also, like, Grok counters Bedank with his anti-CC with the first kill near wall, right? I guess they made a little bit of mistake in draft from Team AKKE, so I will bet on Team Limit winning this. I know that they are good Grogs, that they are good Zuxin, they know how to use everything, and I don't really believe in winning of Team AKKE with this draft. So yeah, it's all up to gameplay right now, let's see how they play. And I want you to remind you guys that this is grand final, this is best of 1, so no second chances for both teams. If you make a mistake, if you lose the game, you are second place. If you win this game, you are first place, you get the grand prize, and you are top 1 Europe team, at least by version of Mobile Online Rumble. So let's go, and we can see Nolan and Fanny starting both from X-Plane. They will go on a gold lane like they do all the time. Mio already zoning out with a Grok wall the mid lane a little bit, and here is Grok doing his tactic on a red buff. Nice one. Look at what the buff is doing. He's just going to tier 2 tower. Great wall from Grok. He certainly knows how to play Grok. Knight Cavalry meanwhile took already 2 buffs while Maku just taken his red buff. So it's like free farm for Knight Cavalry, and they will invade jungle. Here's a knock up from Mio, Toby low HP, using Flicker to escape. Here is Knight Cavalry coming, trying to retry, unfortunately misses his retry, and Maku instantly punishes him. He will try to kill Kesha too, Kesha without Flicker, and Nandaya using Flicker. First kill from Nandaya, no. Only basic attacks unfortunately, and they get a kill on Nolan, even though like Team Limit had an early domination on them, but Mio out-retreat Knight Cavalry on a buff and killed him, punished him for that aggressiveness. And there is another fight on the top lane. It's not Maku again trying to kill Knight Cavalry, and he gets it kill. 2 kills for Maku. A great start for Team AKKE, even though the draft is not that good, but the Fanny is still an aggressive early assassin that can carry early games solo, even without the help of team. So now Team Limit has some problems. They cannot really go and be aggressive, they cannot take turtles because Nolan is 0-2, while Maku almost level 5. Maku will take the buff right now. Knight Cavalry understands this, he will try to take turtle really fast. Kesha meanwhile using walls, trying to stop Fanny from taking buff too early. And that was a great wall, it made Maku waste a little bit of time. Just Kuru joining a fight, using a Flicker to escape. He was also just giving a little bit of time to his team not to let Team Limit invade their jungle. And here we can see Maku jumping in, cuts throat into Kesha. Kesha without Flicker, Kesha using ultimate, but Maku using Fanny just like Kairi and getting that kill. Well played, Maku. I'm always impressed by your Fanny gameplay. He understands damage of Fanny really well. So now the domination and map control is in the hands of Team AKKE, and there is a wild charge from Nandayo into Mio. Fanny coming here trying to kill Mio, but there is no energy. She is stuck because there is a wall from Kesha, and this is a kill from Mio. Was it Mio who killed her? Whatever, but Maku is dead and Mio is dead too. I used Spear of Destruction to come to fight. I didn't even see who killed Maku, to be honest, but whatever. And Team Limit does not want to stop here, they still want to invade. Maku already came from base, Maku is here ready to fight. Wild charge into Maku from Kesha. Maku dead again, Vi is still here while Va doesn't want to go back to gold lane. Fist crack from Kuru, killing Stonix. Circling Eagle from Toby into Mio. Will there be enough damage? Kuru trying to use Fist crack again, but not enough distance to catch Mio, and they just retreat. There's not gonna be any more fights. Farm is the same, towers are the same, but to be honest, Q got a lot of farm while they were fighting. He was pushing the top lane gold defense, and he got a lot of farm. So another invade on Fanny's buff, but Maku retreats it. Okay, that's good. That's good for Maku. Maku will try to be aggressive right now. No, but Turtle is in 10 seconds. Both teams should be ready. Knock up from Mio into Nandayo. Wild charge into Nandayo. And Stonix finishing it off with an ultimate. And Toby dead too. A lot of pressure from Mio right now. He's knocking up everyone, to be honest. So it's another free turtle for Team Limit. Penny taking buffs, Toby and Nandayo coming from base, another wall from Grog. He's so annoying with the walls. Fanny just can't enter a fight because of those walls. And now Team Limit focusing the top lane, Fanny trying to join a fight, Kesha without ultimate, no way to stun him, Mio getting, Maku getting a lot of damage from Stonix. And yeah, successful defense from Team Egg, but Toby gets caught by Mio again, knock up from Mio, so annoying. Zuxine, oh my god. Just Mio doing a lot of job here, CCing everyone. That's why Zuxine is still an OP hero. And we can see 3 members of Team Limit still on the top lane, they still want to push. Stonix came from X Plane, Wild Charge, Conceal and Flicker into Va from Kesha. Stonix finishing it off. And Mio is here already, will knock up Puru and they will finish the top tower. Hopefully no, but there's no creeps, unfortunately, yeah. Meanwhile, Maku pushing bot lane. And Night Cavalry defending it all. No more towers for Team Limit. But Moscow just coming from base. He's with Spear of Destruction, but probably, yeah. He misses Spear of Destruction, Beatrix will push the top lane right now. Meanwhile, Toby and Nandayo trying hard to defend at mid lane, but there is already 3k farm, 1 tower lost. A big gold div between gold laners because Q literally getting all these kills, all these assists, getting a tower, getting a creeps, gold crab, and now they're gonna push the mid lane. Now it's time to get the mid lane for Team Limit. There is still whole creep wave here, but they decide to out-rotate enemy and go bot lane. There is Maku there. Maku already pushing bot lane. Maku understands it. I already saw that in a few games that Maku is really good at watching that map. He understands what enemies want to do and he always clears the wave before enemies rotate to bot lane. Thus he is making game a little bit longer, giving his team more space, more farm. Third lane is 10 seconds. Now 3 members of Team Limit are on bot lane. Stonix here trying to poke Toby a little bit, zoning him out from tower. Only just Kuro on a bot lane. And I don't think he is able to defend it. There's gonna be a wild charge from Kesha. No, he's not even using wild charge. Fist crack from just Kuro just to try to defend, try to survive. But there is another bot lane, another tower for Team Limit. They get the bot lane. Nandayo forced to use Flicker. Conceal from Kesha. Probably is gonna be a wild charge somewhere. They're gonna try to push mid lane. Maku is here. Meanwhile, by the way, Moscow pushed top lane. They got 1 tower. But Team Limit focusing on buff, on Fanny's buff. Fanny's gonna be really hard to play without a blue buff, and they will get it anyway because Team Ek are not ready to defend that buff. Q already rotated to bot lane, Circle and Eagle into Kesha, just trying to give a little bit of vision and damage, and another knock up from Mio. Fist crack with Flicker into 3 members of Team Limit from just Kuro, but it's useless. There is no damage dealers around and no one can continue that fight. No sustain hero, unfortunately. That's what I was talking about, like you don't have sustain hero to continue a fight. Yeah, just Kuro started the fight, but who will continue it? Another wall from Kesha. Maku trying to join a fight, but Nandayo is trouble between this wall. Oh my god, he's trapped, sorry. Toby will get knocked up by Mio right now. Probably they will kill Toby as well. Yeah, and there is already a 6k farm lead. Night Cavalry ready, and another wild charge with Flicker from Kesha into Va. Just a knock up without stun, but another ultimate from Q killing Zep Va. And they don't really have heroes to defend base right now. There is defense on the mid lane, but it will fall right now. The Lord in 30 seconds. Probably it's gonna be a free Lord because just a big, massive gold difference between players, like almost 8k right now. You need to sell all lords, all objectives, all towers, just trying to get to that late game. But again, a problem with Team Egg drafts, they don't have a hero to defend creeps. If they do a mistake, if they don't have a farm lead, they cannot defend towers. There is no hero to defend, no poke hero like Xavier or Sicilian. And they will pay for that. They will pay for that with their towers, and then they will pay for that with Lord. Mako again trying to push bot lane, but here is Knight Cavalry. He reads that rotation. He will push the bot lane. He will try to wave manage that bot lane again and go Lord then. Meanwhile, Mako going back to base. They will try to go to Lord, even though there is like 8k farm diff. And we can see Mako focusing Q right now, unfortunately missing his cables. Q using ultimate and starting Lord right now. Knight Cavalry coming to help him, but there is Stonix trying to pressure enemies a little bit, circling Eagle from Toby, Nanda using Flicker just to escape, Kuro in trouble, another ultimate from Hilda, they try to kill Kuro, Q coming to help here with his ultimate, killing Kuro, no one is dead from Team Limit, they're ready to push mid lane without defense, to creep waves on the mid lane. And yeah, Mako trying to defend it, but there is another wall from Grok, so annoying hero. Yeah, no one to be a front lane. Mako trying to join the fight, trying to kill everyone, but Stonix is here, Stonix is defending. Another knockups from Mio. Mio is pressuring them a lot, as I told you before. Here is Mako coming with his cables, trying to damage enemies a little bit. But there is just a huge 10k farm gap. The Lord is coming on the bot lane. Probably we can call it a day for T-Mac. I don't know how to defend this without some good poke mage. Like, Valentina can spend century to defend that creeps right now. And here comes creeps. Creeps on the mid lane, creeps on the top lane, Lord on the bot lane. Only Mako can defend Lord solo right now. Ultimate from Q just to clear a creep wave. Kesha ready to use his wild charge with a flicker right now. But they just safely push the top tower and they will rotate to bot tower. Like a perfect rotations, do not make any mistakes, right? Charge from Lord, Q is here. Mako trying to defend it a little bit, give a little bit of damage. Stonix being a front line. Kesha, conceal and flicker ultimate into Nandayo, killing Nandayo. Fist crack from Kuro with flicker as well, stunning 3 members, but just not enough damage. And the Lord is pushing base, just Kuro stunning everyone. Knight Cavalry low HP. Kesha just pushing the base, and yeah, Team Limit just focusing the base, and they get this victory, and they win Grand Finals of Mobile Online Rumble. So, top 1 team. Team Limit by version of Mobile Online Rumble, and top 2 is T-Mac. Unfortunately, they still have something to learn from Team Limit. I'm really happy I saw this great match. It was intense, they showed great rotations, they showed great gameplay. So thank you guys for participating in this tournament, and for everyone else, prepare for upcoming tournaments. Just register to them and come with your team. And try to win, try to get into Grand Finals, and try to be a top 1 team of Mobile Online Rumble.